So today what we're going to be talking about is finding the area of a triangle if you're given 3 points. Alright, so I would like you to put the video on pause and do the try this and then come back and check your answers. Okay, so let's plot the points. We have the vertices for my triangle are -2, 8. And we have 6, 2. And -2, 2. Okay, so I actually have a right triangle. And the area for a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So I need my base and my height. So my base, all you have to do is count the boxes to find the base. So when we count the boxes, we get 8 boxes. And the height, we count the boxes and we get 6. So your area is 1/2, 8 times 6. So we have half of 8 is 4 times 6 is 24. That would be the area. So now sometimes when you want to find the area of a triangle and you have coordinates, it might not be a right triangle like we have here. So we need to have another way to find the area of a triangle if you're given the points. So down below is how we do this. So it says here to find the area of a triangle with given vertices. So here's my 3 points, right? So I just use subscripts to represent the different points here. So I have x sub 1, y sub 1, that's point 1. X sub 2, y sub 2, that's point 2. And x sub 3, y sub 3. So the formula is 1/2 plus minus 1/2 the determinant. So I'll tell you how to get that number. All right, now the reason why it's 1/2 is because the determinant can come out to be negative. So if the determinant comes out to be negative, you're going to use negative here and not the positive because a negative times a negative would make it positive. Okay, so this is another way to write it. See the bars here? The bars don't mean absolute value when you have a matrix. So you can see this is set up as a matrix. The bars actually mean determinant. So let's write that down. So those bars mean determinant. Okay, so notice that I actually have a matrix set up. And in my matrix I have, this is my first point. And then my third number is 1. This is my second point. My third number is 1. And this is my third point. And my third number is 1. So this is what we're going to do to solve this. The first thing we're going to do, and you're going to do this every time, and if you don't write down the formula for the area, the equation, so I want you to write this formula down first. So I'll write it right next to it so you know what you're expected to write. Area is equal to plus minus 1/2 the determinant. Okay, so you're going to write that down first. Okay, and the reason why is because this is just calculator use. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to plug the points into a matrix as it's set up here. So just like this, you're going to plug your points in. So it's going to be a 3 by 3 matrix. All right, so it's going to be a 3 by 3 matrix. All right, and then you're going to go out, and then you're going to go back into matrix, and you're going to go to math, and you're going to find the determinant. It's number 1. Okay, so right in here, before we do that, I do want you to write down in here, area equals 1/2, plus minus, sorry, 1/2, and I want you to write down the numbers, okay, your matrix that you're using, okay, and then once you get the determinant, you're going to write down area equals, whether it's plus minus, if it's minus, it'll be 1/2 minus your negative number, or it'll be area is equal to positive 1/2 your number, and then you're going to write down your final answer, your area equals. Okay? All right, so I'll show you what I expect for your work here. All right, so take a look at number 1. It says find the area of a triangle whose vertices are given. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write down the formula. We're going to write down area equals plus minus 1/2 the determinant. Okay? And then we're going to write down area equals plus minus 1/2 And then you're going to write down what your setup is. So it's going to be -2, 8, 1. And then you're going to write down 6, 2, 1. And then -2, 2, 1. So the last column is always 1. All right, so now in your calculator, you're going to find the determinant on the side. So you're going to go to second matrix. You're going to put in a 3 by 3. Okay, you're going to plug in your matrix, right? So you're going to plug in this matrix, and then you're going to quit, right? And then you're going to do second matrix number 1, which says determinant. And it comes up like this, DET, and the parentheses, and go to matrix. If you're in A, then put in A, and you're going to get your number. So then you're going to write area equals, this one actually comes out to be a negative, so you're going to use the -1/2, and then this is -48. So write that down. And then -1/2 of -48 is 24. And that's it. All right, so let's try the next one. Find the area of the triangle's vertices are 5, -7, -1, 4, -5, -2. So we start by writing the formula, 1/2 plus minus, 1/2 the determinant. Remember, we're going to write this every time. And then you're going to write down area equals 1/2, 1 plus minus, plus minus, (1/2), and then it's going to be 5, -7, 1, -1, 4, 1, -5, -2, 1. Okay, and then find that determinant, so plug it into your calculator. All right, so when you plug it into your calculator, find the determinant. It's positive, it's a positive number, so it's going to be +1/2, and it actually comes out to be 80. So your area is equal to 40. Okay, so that's it, and we'll practice a little bit in class tomorrow. Have a good night.